Hi, I'm Kerry Henderson from the Kingston Festival of the Arts, and today it's my pleasure to introduce a tenor friend of mine, Monte Stone. Now, Monte is going to be one of the performers in our opening concert on August 21st at the Old Dutch Church. It's a night at the opera. Eugenia Zuckerman is going to be performing on flute. We have Peggy Reich, the wonderful pianist, will be accompanying. The soprano is going to be Alison Davey, and the tenor is going to be Monte Stone. Monte, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Great to be part of this.
It's a pleasure to have you performing in the opening concert. What are you going to be singing on the opening night to start?
Well, I'll be singing Winterstürme, which is from Wagner's Die Walküre. It's the love aria of the tenor in the first act of Wagner's Die Walküre, and a somewhat similar thing, a Schubert song, Liebesbotschaft, which is number 1 from the Schwanengesang song cycle.
Beautiful. Monte, you have quite an association with Richard Wagner. In fact, you're quite a Wagner scholar.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me.
You flatter me. Yes. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the amazing Wagner project that you've been involved with and which will continue.
Well, I'm the author and creator of the Ringdisc, which is an interactive guide to Wagner's Ring cycle. It was released in 1996, so it's showing its age, but it's the entire Ring of the Nibelung on a single disc, and identify 127 different leitmotifs, and there are essays about the characters, the symbols, the whole schmear. It's pretty intensive, and not for the light-hearted Wagnerite, but for somebody who's really committed to it, it's something you ought to have.
Well, so how did you get the idea for that? I mean, did a light just go off in your mind one day? Or
a light did go off. I was thinking about writing a book. In fact, I'd done a lot of research into it. I'd approached some literary critics, and but there were so many books about Wagner's Ring already. And this was 1996, and the whole multimedia thing was brand new at that time.
Oh, this was absolutely cutting edge at the time.
Yeah, it was, and there had been a few things out already. Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, somebody done an interactive treatment of that, and I read about that, and the light did go off, and I thought, well, this is the way to do that. There are too many books out there already. I'll do something different. So that's sort of how that became born.
And it was wildly successful.
Well, thank you.
It received incredible. I remember, at the time, it receiving incredible press, and it's really delightful to be able to talk with you today. Now, so the CD-ROM's been out for a while, and now there's new technology. Any thoughts about putting it back online in a different format?
Oh yes, it should be a streaming product now.
Yeah,
everything should be a streaming product now.
Totally.
Fixed media is so last century. Yeah. So everything needs a stream, and I'm actually working on that with some of the people who worked on the original CD-ROM with me to try to make that happen. To make it a streaming product, which will be a living, breathing thing that can be added to, and discussions can happen on it, and all kinds of more fun things that you just can't do with a fixed media product.
Wow, that's quite amazing. I mean, you're quite the Renaissance man.
Thank you.
I see you coach football as well.
Yeah, I helped coach football at the Hotchkiss School. I was a jock in the old days, so that's yeah.
Fantastic.
I still have a few brain cells left, though. So.
Obviously, if you've the football and Wagner haven't.
Well, it's all about the helmet,
Well, fantastic. Well, look, I'm really looking forward to singing with you, Monty.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Thank you.
On August 21st. I can't promise helmets,
Okay.
but
I'll bring my own.
Yeah, maybe I'll bring a staff and an eye patch. Anyway, we won't give too much away, but go online, www.kingstonfestival.org. Get your tickets now and come along on August 21st to the opening of the Kingston Festival of the Arts, and we'll see you there. Thank you.
Thank you.